Felicity here. Just giving you an update on the last thing that I did with the dip tank. I'm just going to do the second part of this. The first thing I did was I built the stand for it, but today we'll be taking a look at filling this thing up, adding our chemical, an overall view of me building the stand for it, and we'll go ahead and take a look at that real quick. I got our fixtures for our shutoff valve so we can drain it when it's time to drain it, and then our caps, and I cut that out so that I can put the screens in. I went ahead and got a piece of plexiglass that I had laying around the house, and I put holes in it and that so that we can go ahead and when it's time to just close it, we just go like that and it seals it up. In just a minute, we'll go ahead and put some water in there, let it stand for a couple hours, just ensuring there's no leak. And then we'll go ahead and add our chemical to it and we'll test it out. Now, I have my son Ian who's helping us out today. Say hi, Ian.
Hi.
And he's gonna be filling our stand here. I went ahead and used 2 by 6 by 8. I needed 3 sticks of it, so you'll have to price that out at your lumber yard. I measured out at 27 and a half. He's at 15 and a half. I mitered them at a 45. Had and drilled from one side to the other in there, and then we went ahead and glued in our dowel to give it the structural support just to keep them all together. And I did that on all 4 corners. This is just fence post that tightens the fence down. But I just went ahead and cut them, and I think they're about 4 inches each, and I did a total of 8 of them. And then I drilled them and then screwed into there, and it's very, very tight and very structurally sound. At the top, I went ahead and I marked in the same distance, I think a ½ an inch in, and I went ahead and put in our leg posts. I came in from the top first and I drilled in, and then I went ahead and put the screws in just enough so that I could push up against there so I got my holes right, pushed them off. Pre-drilled our legs so that the screw went in and it didn't split the wood at all. I bought 4 countersinks, and I went ahead and once I drilled all my holes and lined them up, I went ahead and like I said, countersunk that, and then I went ahead and put wood glue on both sides, one on the bottom of the base and then right on the top of the leg, and then I went ahead and screwed them in, got them real tight. I did that for all 4. The next step I did was I went ahead and built these mounting braces for the wheels. The wheels I bought off of Amazon. They're 2-inch wheels that are rated at 200 pounds each, so I'm sure that's going to be more than suffice to hold the 40 gallons of liquid we have, which I think a gallon of water is 8 pounds, so if we got 40 pounds times 8, that's 320 pounds for that. So 2 wheels alone would be able to hold that. But anyways, I screwed in the base, countersunk the screws in the base to the leg casters, which are these wheels right here. They cost me $12 on Amazon, and they arrived really quick. I went ahead and just braced up all the legs together, and it is super sturdy. It's not going anywhere. Made these tabs right here. Last step I did was I went ahead and just used my propane torch right here, and went around and just hit it and gave it all the markings that you see right here to just accentuate the grain of the casters, make it easy so that I can wheel it around the shop and it doesn't get in the way of anything. Cleaner in there, so it's not going to move. What it calls for is each gallon equates to 10 gallons of water. I think it's a 1-to-10 ratio. So I'm going to go ahead and fill this full of water. Once I fill it full of water, we'll just do a leak test for a couple hours, make sure it doesn't leak. I'll get back with you and let you know how that works. Time period. I noticed that when I filled it full of water that the sides were bowing, and I know I needed something to also hold the screens down. So what I did is I went ahead and just drilled a hole in here and put a bolt in here, and then I had some extra angle iron aluminum, so I know aluminum won't rust, so that's what I did. And then I just put a screw down for a dowel. So we have an old screen here that I'm just going to use for demonstrating for this example. I noticed that when I put it down here, we're definitely going to have something to hold it down because it's going to want to float to the top. So once I put this aluminum bar in, and I noticed that the sides were bowing out, I put this in like I said earlier, and then just go ahead and I notched it on that side. I drilled a hole in it so that in that way it would stay, and that way our frame stays right here, our screen stays right here, and it won't be a problem. So we'll be able to fit more than enough screens in here at once. So I'm going to go ahead and put in the chemicals now, and then try it out on a screen that I have that has an image on it that I need to get it out, and we'll take it from there. So stay tuned for more. All right, guys, so we're just going to go ahead and start filling the tank right now with our dip and strip solution, and we'll have Ian, who's going to help us out today, and do that for us. So we're gonna go ahead and put our screen in here real quick and just see if our level's right. So I put it up to, I measured out 6 inches from the top, and we filled it with water, and then we put our 4 gallons of dip and strip in here. And I'm just gonna go ahead and close this up and see. As you can tell, if you come on over here, Ian, we'll go ahead and look. I think I'm gonna go ahead and add some more water in here. It's just not enough, and I'll go ahead and do that, and then I'll be right back with you. All right, so we went ahead and I filled the water all the way. And Ian, if you could go ahead and come on up here. We went ahead and filled it the rest of the way with water up to our stop bar. Again, this is the dip and strip tank. Cost of what everything was. I still am in it less than $630 something is what I think that some stores have it listed at for a 40 gallon. So I know I'll be able to fit at least 6 or 7 screens, but I'll do some tests here a little bit later to go ahead and show just exactly how many it can fit and the exact time to leave the screens in. But I'm very happy with it. I know one thing that I did leave out was my length of my legs. My legs were at exactly 18 inches, just so you know, and it's a comfortable height to get your screens in and out and be able to drain the tank when it comes time to clean out and put some new solution in. But do some future videos on how long the strength of this will last before I have to switch out. Until next time, thank you again, and I will be in tune. Please don't forget to hit the subscribe button and the like, and we will catch you again real soon. Thank you.